Welcome to Fast Stang 444. I am starting at a road configuration that I call the Eagle's Head. The road configuration is in the shape of an eagle's head, and this is northeast of Horizon Street Scene. And when the game starts, I do not see or hear a drop. Potentially there could be drops between the tiles. And one next to these buildings I'm next to, I would hear. I do not see or hear a drop. You can see the eagle's head above the dog's head there. So I am going to move up the hill, seeing how I don't see or hear a drop here, and hopefully find a drop up the hill. Well, there aren't any drops that I see immediately. Potentially there would have been one to my right and one in a northeast direction. So I started to head over, take a peek down the hill towards the eagle's head and the dog's head, but I saw this drop over here, so I'm glad I looked over here. Level 5 to birdie. That's a decent start. Alright, let's jump down the hill. Don't see any vehicles on the mini-map yet. I was thinking if someone was here, I could get into a quick head-to-head. Let's see. The closer I get to the highway, maybe I'll see someone on the mini-map. I'm still not seeing anyone. Guess it's a smaller field, 40 drivers. Run right into that tree. Finally see other drivers on the mini-map that are south of the highway. There's a drop over here. Looks like this driver is coming right towards it. No, they're coming towards me. Let's go. And unfortunately, I run into the greenhouse. They are on the road, gaining speed. It's not looking very promising at this point, running into that greenhouse. So let's stay on the road and see if I can't gain some speed and then angle over towards this finish here. That's my only hope. I am gaining on them. I should be. I have a Diverty off-road. They are in a road vehicle. Audi S1, and I finally passed them right through there. They're right behind me, so I will narrowly win this first head-to-head. And I turn back towards the direction I just came, the arena wall that isn't too far away from the progression of the game, as I take this great car, the Audi RS7. And right when I get over here, I see some vehicles on the mini-map. There's one here. I tried engaging in a head-to-head with them. That looked like a Maserati. It was probably good that I didn't engage in a head-to-head, because they had momentum going the direction of the head-to-head. I would have been what I call the wrong way driver. So I decided to call that a bit of luck that I did not engage in a head-to-head with them and wind up losing a head-to-head. And head back over towards the perimeter, away from the progression of the game. The arena just shrunk, so these drops are all new drops. If there isn't a higher level drop, there may be a vehicle that is on a car drop search. Here's a vehicle right here in a level 1 Nissan Tesoro. And they were struggling just to get inside of the next arena there, and I came along and engaged in a head-to-head with them. Even though they had the momentum going the direction of a head-to-head, I am in one of the great cars in the game, the Audi RS7, which has around level 9 top speeds on the highway. So you'll see that here. They wound up staying off road. Right as I cross the finish, I immediately start heading away from the progression of the game. It says you have beaten your opponent. It didn't show their gamer tag, but that is because they were so far away from the finish point. I used to think it was because someone quit the game, but that's not the case. So here I am in a Porsche Cayenne. Not my favorite vehicle. Considered staying in the Audi RS7 for a moment, but there's a couple vehicles here. They're being chased. Let's get the person chasing them that's in a level 3 Porsche Macan. So we have a couple Porsches in a race here, and they look to be going through the trees there. They won't be anywhere near this finish point if I don't do anything foolish. And based off of past experiences, when I see a finish point over this direction, south of New Lake, it will be Final Arena 14 or 15. That is the two final arenas that are south of New Lake. And because of where the head-to-head I just engaged in originated, it doesn't go into the trees, which is a good thing. That's one thing tricky about these two final arenas, 14 and 15, is you have to maneuver your way through the trees, and it doesn't necessarily mean you have the fastest vehicle. You just have the cleanest route through the trees and you will win. So I have to use caution with that. And I am in the RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck. I'd like to get into one or two more head-to-heads, get into something a little faster for the final showdown. Although I like the RJ Anderson Pro 2 truck because the first win I've ever had in the Eliminator was in this very vehicle. I think it was a bit of good fortune that I didn't understand how the game went, and there were common directions to go in where the finishes would be, and I just headed in some random direction and wound up influencing the finish, and no one else was heading that direction. So I guess my first win was an influenced finish. Let's see here. As I was talking, I was just going down the highway trying to catch someone, and it's probably good I didn't, because some people will park just south of the ridge, north of the highway, and try and catch someone going cross path from where a head-to-head would lead. And that didn't take place. And what is this? A level 4, it looks like? BMW maybe? Sure looks like it. Should be able to get them. Got them. Yes, BMW. They were turning right when I engaged. So they come back over wisely. But I have the momentum. Finish is over between New Leg and the aerodrome, I guess that would be. Know this path that goes up this hill. That is a danger sign in regular free play. I go slightly at a angle. I guess I should have went straighter. But that's okay. I still have the lead. Just go around all the buildings towards this finish here. They are actually doing an excellent job at keeping up with me, which actually isn't a surprise as far as the vehicle that they're in. The BMW X5 is a quick vehicle for a level 4, but I will get the win in and get into a level 9 here, so I will head away from the progression of the game. That vehicle was honking at me, trying to catch me right after I leveled up. Fortunately, their timing was off. I get into a level 9 Andretti Beetle. I actually really like this vehicle. If I need to use this in the final showdown, I'm completely satisfied with that. I was hoping that vehicle would come over towards me with momentum, but I think they saw exactly what I was doing. Let's chase them. What are they in? Up to birdie. All right. Is this finish? Okay. I thought it was going to go over towards the aerodrome. It does not. It goes over to this bridge, and here's where I make a huge error. Watch this. I catch the edge of the bridge and go tumbling. Should have gone on the side that I was on to get up there. I don't. I come over here and watch this. I miss it again. And head-to-heads are canceled.
Head-to-heads complete. Get ready for the final showdown.
Well, fortunately, I do have going for me. All the other drivers appear to have engaged in late head-to-heads as well, are out of position. So we are all scrambling. Final showdown in 14 seconds. And normally that electrical power tower that is on the right that's ahead is where I would leave from. That's where the vehicle on that map is shown, but I am around where the yellow X is, and the time to leave is 15 to 18 seconds from that other location, so I am actually close to the lower end of that range where I am at, so I am going to head over to the bridge that crosses the dam. everyone else is off to the left except one driver that appears to be coming this direction that's behind me. I exit. Not bad actually for scrambling at 2 seconds with 1.5 seconds remaining on the timeout bar. The finish point appears straight ahead, roughly over the direction of the stadium would be my initial guess. So I will follow the line of these electrical power towers. Know to go right of this little switchback road there. There are some buildings you can see there on the left that I avoid by going slightly to the right. Just narrowly missing a tree and a tractor. And I'm still roughly following along the line of the electrical power towers, and at this point I will veer farther to the right. I will zero in on this. Watch the mini-map here. You see how that roughly looks like a boot? I am around the arch of the boot heading towards the top back of the boot, and this is a clear line through these trees here, and I'm saying that for not only your benefit but for my benefit, that I might possibly remember that for future reference. So the finish is right next to the stadium. What a great win in the Andretti Beetle. An uncontested win, number 2,797.
Welcome to the shadowy ranks of the Illuminati.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe please. Help me get to 1,000 subscribers.